What up, guys? Now we're doing a fight breakdown. Like I said, in this one we can do any fight you guys requested. I asked you guys voted. You're saying yes, that you guys wanted me to do this. Now for the first fight, I didn't put up to a vote because I got the idea was from one of my Instagram followers. He asked me to do the Andrew Molina and Joshua Franco fight breakdown, and I asked him, I said, was it controversial? He said no, Franco won a decision, but he was like, can you just break that fight down for me? And then that's when I got the idea, and I asked you guys, would you like me to do that? And so everyone was saying yes, they want me to do a fight breakdown. It could be any fight. So, I'm doing first Andrew Molina against Joshua Franco as a since one of my followers gave me the idea. I'm going to do his fight, and then the next fight I will give you guys is where I'll break it down. I'll put up like a vote, like I do my most controversial. I'll put it up for vote. We can pick whoever gets the most votes, and then I'll do that fight breakdown. But let's hop into this fight, guys. Even though it's not controversial, I'm still going to score the fight and explain who I thought won the rounds and why and all that. It's still going to be the same way like how I do it for my most controversial breakdowns. Nothing's really going to change. So score the fight with me. Let me know how you guys score in each round and who you thought won and all that. But let's hop into the fight, guys, and let's start round number one. Round number one, and both guys are in the middle. Molina is starting off with a good jab. See, he bounces a little too much. So he's about to attack because he'll bounce and then he'll stop. That's one thing. I also did a fight breakdown, guys, or game plan for both these guys, and that's one thing I noticed was with Molina. He does bounce a lot. He bounces and then tries to jump in. So that I was gonna say, I think Franco should start trying to time him. It's like he sees him bouncing. The moment he stops, he's about to attack. So he should try to look for that right hand to counter that jab. But so far, Andrew's coming out strong, working behind the jab, being the aggressor. Franco, not giving Franco really a chance to warm up. There's a good 1-2 from Andrew. Franco's good. He's moving around. I like how, even though he's not warmed up, he's still moving. He's not taking punishment. He's trying to keep the hands up, trying to move. I don't think he should stay there right now. I think he should move around, use his legs so he gets warmed up a little bit, and then that's where he can start setting his game plan up. But I think he should be moving and working his jab just like that. Good body shot. And I was going to say, I think both guys, when they get in close, they should work the body. So you see both guys, Franco, he's moving his head, and Andrew was trying to figure him out, and by feinting, seeing what he was trying to do. But definitely a good body shot from Andrew. You definitely could see Andrew wants to keep his pace right now at a fast pace with his pressure and his punches. And I think he's doing real good. I would just say a little bit more combos from Andrew, and as soon as he gets up top, go to the body, because we see how Joshua's got a high guard. He's got a good uppercut inside. He's got a high guard. So hit him to the body, bring the hands down so it makes it easier to hit the head right after that. Drop his hands, make his hands drop just a little bit. Good 1-2. Good double jab. I like how Andrew is not abandoning that jab. He's been throwing a lot of jabs in this round, and I think that's going to help set up his combinations. I think he should go both sides to the body. He threw a left hook and stood right there. He should work both sides of that body. I like how, even though Franco hasn't done much punches, I do like how he's had a tight guard. He's been using his feet. He's been using his upper body movement and trying to block, roll, slide out. Good counter left hook. You can see he's starting to warm up a little bit. He's starting able to place his counter left hook and place a little bit better punches. But, whoops. Hold on. But I gave that one 10-9 Moloney. I think he came out very fast and started working his jab and banging the body and even throwing shots, keeping Franco hands right here the whole time and not giving Franco much time to counter or warm up. So he put the pressure early on. But I do like how Franco was moving around, trying to move, roll, block, step out of the range. And even he was trying to counter with the left hook and even throw 1-2s. in there. I do, and work his jab as well. I do like that. But if I was in Molina's corner, or Moloney, sorry, if I was in his corner, I would tell him, hey, that was good pace. You're setting it up. Keep doing what you're doing, working the jab, hitting with the 1-2s. But I would say 1-2, finish with a body shot, left hook, right hook to body, or 1-2, left hook to body, and come up with left hook to head. And the reason I say that is because we see Franco's here, and he's blocking a lot of the shots. Even if you notice, he's doing small like rolls with his hand to catch, even if he can't get out of the way. So I would say, like, force his hand by hitting him with the body, force it to slowly come down like that, either way. And then see how from here his gloves are here. Even if it's down just a little bit, see, this is all exposed. That's why I would tell him, hit the body more, then come up top. And so he has those hands, even if it's just a little bit, break him down, make him worried about punches coming from everywhere. And then if I was in Franco's corner, I'd be like, listen, man, relax. That was first round. He's coming out fast. That's okay. You were doing smart, moving around. I would tell Franco, when you're moving, pop that jab a little bit more and give me head movement. Pop the jab. So because he's going to come and try to jab you, you slip, you come back with that left hook, right hand, or jab, slip, right hand, left hook. Like, it doesn't matter. Just keep some movement. Don't try to stay there, because then he's going to try to let his hand go. Give small movement and then counter. Especially, I'll tell him, if you blocking towards the end, I liked how you blocked, came back with the hook, I would say finish it with the right hand. Don't get happy with one punch. Combos. So let's hop in round number 2 and see how that goes. Round number 2. You can see Andrew's trying to keep that pace, high pace. He's working his jab a lot. Franco's trying to be the aggressor now, put the pressure on. But Andrew's doing good jab, working around, moving. Now Andrew's trying, so it seems like both guys are trying to put the pressure on each other. Andrew working his jab, I think that's good. And like I said, I think he needs to slip in a little bit more body shots. Bring Franco's hands down. And now, good body shot from Franco. I think Franco, with his defense, should be trying to counter, even if it's one punch right now, 1-2 shots, counter, just to slow Andrew down, because make him realize, like, because see, if he just stays there, lets him punch, Andrew's not going to be afraid. He's just going to keep throwing punches. But if he counters 1 or 2 times, it's going to make him hesitant, because he's like, hey, if I miss or I get a little reckless, I'm getting countered. Good left hook, right hand from Andrew. I think Franco needs to good counter left hook. I think Franco needs to, like, if he's not going to throw that right hand after that hook, he should double that left hook up then. Good jab. Good jab from Andrew. Andrew's definitely letting his hands go. Good body shot. The referee says keep it up. It was a little low. But I think, see, good uppercut. I definitely think they should be implementing uppercuts more, especially when they get on the inside. And I liked how Franco slid that, in that combination, he slid an uppercut in there. Because you see Moloney, he's leaning forward a little bit, so just pick his head up a little bit. Oh, there he goes again. I think he's noticed that's an opening there, uppercuts. I think both guys should be working their uppercuts and body shots. I think they should be working. Good jab to the body from Franco, and good right hand from Moloney. So I think Moloney should stop bouncing a lot, because he'll bounce and then stop, and that's a tell like he's about to do something. Good. I think he should Moloney should have went both sides to the body. Good uppercuts from Franco. He's definitely letting his hands go more, and I think he's found a home for that left uppercut, and I think he should keep using that more. Good. Oh, he mixed it up. He caught him with a hook, right? All right, left hook, right uppercut. I think that's good. Good body shot from Moloney. Good body shot, but it was blocked by Franco. So that one I'd give a 10-9 for Franco, because I think Franco has definitely picked it up a lot better. He was throwing more combination. He was landing those uppercuts, and I think he found a home with those uppercuts. And I think that'll help him in this fight to throw more uppercuts, because Moloney, you see he's tight here, even when he's coming forward. He's, staying tight, high guard, in close. But I think those uppercuts, he was finding homes for those uppercuts, and he even started throwing a hook uppercut. He caught him one time. So I think, not think, that's what was helping Franco win it. And you can see like he's figuring Moloney out, like what Moloney likes to do and what his patterns are. So if I was in Franco's corner, I'd be like, listen, I feel like we won that round. This is what I want you to do. Keep working your jab. Stay tight. Don't let him, when he's throwing combination, don't just sit there. Don't sit there. I don't mind you rolling, but roll, counter, and start licking. When you're in close and range, inside, start looking for your uppercuts, whether it's that hook, right uppercut, or it's that 1-2 left uppercut. Start mixing it in, even if it's a hook, uppercut, hook, whatever. Right hand, left uppercut. Mix it all in, mix your uppercuts, because you're going to start backing them up and making them hesitant on the inside. So I would tell them more uppercuts, but use it off the jab. Even you can jab, and then slide that uppercut. Get Moloney, worried about something else. Even jab to the body, come up with that uppercut. Like, keep him busy and occupied where he doesn't want to throw punches. You see what I'm saying? If I was in Moloney's corner, I would tell him, like, listen, I like that you're letting your hands go, but here's the thing is, don't get reckless. When you're on the inside, tighten up. He's looking for those uppercuts. So when you see him throw that uppercut, take a small step back, come back with a right hand, left hook, or come back, right hand, or even jab, back, take a step back. You're inside, you see that uppercut, jab, take a step back, and then fire that right hand. And I also tell him, you're throwing that left hook to the body, but then you'll stay there. You're here, and then he'll catch you with something. I would say either double that hook to the body, or throw that hook to the body, and he's going to counter, catch him with a left hook up top. So double that, body, head. After that, I'll be like, try to throw him off a little bit, and use your uppercuts going on the inside. So let's hop into round number 3 and see how that goes. Round number 3. You can see Moloney back on his jab. Franco is now trying to work his jab, but it's more like a see. He's trying to see what happens, what he's doing. See, good uppercuts. I think the uppercuts is definitely going to be helping Franco in this fight. But good uppercut. See, Franco, he ducked down and he saw Moloney come in, and then he lifted him up with a right uppercut. That's good. He's starting to counter and figure out Moloney. I would tell Moloney to feint more. I think he should be feinting more, because now Franco, he's just sitting back a little bit, waiting for Moloney to come in, and then he counters right off that. So I would say feint, see how he reacts, and then throw a punch, but don't come in. Kind of like punch and then step around. Because Franco's just staying right there and then shooting those uppercuts. So he found a home with those uppercuts. Oh, excuse me. So sorry. So he found a home for those uppercuts. So he's kind of waiting for Moloney to do all the work by coming in inside and then shooting those uppercuts. So I would say hit and more angles for Moloney. Good combination from Franco. Good. I like how Franco's keeping distance, and I like how he's trying to incorporate more of those uppercuts. He's working his jab nicely. I think Moloney, he should work his jab too, but to the body. I think he should start going to the body. Good uppercut. See, he's trying to use his uppercuts. Now he's trying to push Franco back, use his body to push Franco back and catch him off guard. And once again, I think he should give a stiff jab to the body just to lower Franco's hands, make his hands come down, because Franco's doing a good job keeping those a high guard. Good body shot from Franco. Good right hand from Franco. You can see he's setting traps now from Moloney. I think Moloney needs to jab, feint, and then both sides attack, both sides to the body. Franco needs to keep doing what he's doing. I would just say for Franco, a little bit more uppercuts, and then both hands, punch with both hands. So for example, if he throws a left uppercut, he should finish with a right hand, and vice versa. If he throws that right uppercut, finish with a left hook. That was good counter left hook from Moloney, and a good body shot as well. He shouldn't be trying to jump in like that. He should just extend his arms, and if he can't reach, then hide it behind a 1-2, but use that 1-2 to step in and then slide that body shot. He shouldn't be hopping in, because he got countered, I think, twice. A good right hand, but he got countered twice for throwing for trying to jump in. I'm talking about Moloney. If you watch him, he's going 1-2 and then jumping in for that body shot, and he got countered twice with that. But I gave that a 10-9 Franco. Definitely Franco is finding his rhythm, finding his pace. He's setting traps and countering a lot more. Like I said, he's sitting back, letting Moloney jump in, and he's catching him with hooks. And now towards the end of that round, you saw him. He was just tightening up, waiting for Moloney to jump in and start catching him with hooks. So if I was in Franco's corner, I would tell him, keep doing that. Keep setting traps. The only thing I would tell him a little different is pump that jab just a little bit. Like, while you're moving here, you know, you staying high, just pop him every once in a while with a jab, just to disrupt his rhythm, because, you know, you see here Maloney's bouncing, and then he's moving his head a little bit. He's trying to figure something out, and then when to jump. So I'll just say disrupt him a little bit. You're here, you see him bouncing, pop a quick jab. Or you see he's moving the head, don't aim for the head, aim for like the chin, this like area right here. So in case if he ducks, you catch something, you're hitting that. You see what I'm saying? So that's what I would tell him more. Like, just pump that jab a little bit more. And even mix it up, quick jabs and then a stiff jab, or a stiff jab and then let your hands go right off that. If I was Moloney, I would tell him, look, he's waiting for you to work, and then he counters. So I would say, don't jump in or don't get in close with him. What you're gonna do is hit him with your combination. So for example, 1-2, 1-2, and then step to the side. Don't get close. Step to the side, and then let your hands go more. And it's the same thing. 1, 2, 3. Step to your left, and then let your hands go, because now he's just waiting for you to come inside, and then he's countering. He's countering you with uppercuts, hooks, or he's letting his hands go. So I would say more hit, and when you get done, finish to the side, or hit and then step out of range. Don't get inside. Don't try to muscle him. We did good the first round doing that, you know, pushing him back, but now he's found his rhythm. He's warmed up. He's ready to fight. So he's waiting for you to do all the mistakes. So hit, move, hit, step to the side, hit, pull back. Like, you see what I'm saying? That's what I would tell more Moloney, what he has to do more. Just stay on the outside. Let Franco just stay right there. You see what I'm saying? So let's hop in round number 4 and see how that goes. So round number 4, guys. So, see, I like how Franco's using his jab more, and I do like that how Moloney's using his feet a little bit more too. I think that, see, like that, how he hooked and pivot out, I think he needs to do moves like that. Make Franco use his feet, come forward, and just hit and move like that. Don't stay there. Yep, just like that. I don't think he should get close range like that, because, see, that uppercut. Franco's going to be looking for that uppercut all night. So I think Moloney should just hit and move. Hit, move, just like that. See, just something, changing it up. And like I said, he needs to double that body shot, or I mean that left hook, body, head, or body. Like, see what I'm saying? Don't just leave it right there. And then move. I even think, even if he doesn't want to double it, I think he should finish with a right hand or a right hook to the body. Something like finish with both hands. And then I think he should slide out. He doesn't want to be in the corner. I think Moloney, he's doing good cutting the ring off, but I think he should feint a lot more and work that jab to the body, and then look for his shots up top after that. But definitely Moloney is looking a lot better right now with the hitting and moving. But he doesn't need to stay there. Even if you're blocking, I think he should be blocking and stepping, blocking and sliding out. Keep that distance. You see, just stay out of range like that. Good use of the jab from Franco. But I think he should use that jab to set something up. Don't just jab and look for a trap or counter or something. Good jab from Moloney. Good jab from Franco. Good work from both guys. I don't think, see, there's a small pause. Watch every time how Moloney throws that left hook to the body, he stays there for a second. I think Franco should block and counter with a short right hand over the top after that. That's why I keep saying Moloney needs to throw something off that body. Double it or come up top with the head, or even throw a right hook to the body or right hand to the head. Good hit and move from Moloney getting out. But I don't think he, also, I think he should be giving head movement to Moloney. Good body shot from Franco. Like, don't just keep, you're using your legs, but also use your head movement as well. Good jab. Good quick change up from Moloney. See, Franco, he jabbed to the body, he was looking for that uppercut up top, but because Moloney stepped out of range, he didn't throw it. And that's what I think Moloney should just be doing. Punching and moving right now. Good jab. So, to me, that was a much better round for Moloney, and I gave that one 10-9 for him. See, and that's what I was saying after the last round, is that's what I think Moloney should be doing. Hitting, moving, hitting, stepping to the side, hit. And it's like, just stuff like that is because it's keeping Franco out of range, because like I said, Franco wanted to stay here and counter, but now he's using his feet. He's making Franco have to be the aggressor, and guess what? He's catching him off guard because Franco, it hasn't gotten that rhythm. He got comfortable sitting here, counting, doing his work. Now he's got to use his feet and set up combos. You see what I'm saying? So if I was in Moloney's corner, I would tell him, listen, keep doing what you're doing. Hit, move, hit, move. But here's the thing is, don't just keep your head there. So even if you're moving, don't just keep your head. Even if while you're moving, just small head movement, small head movement. So in case he punches and you're not ready to counter, you can slip, tie him up, spin him around, and get back on in the middle of the ring. And that's the other thing I would tell him, is stay in the middle of the ring. Don't go to the ropes. I would say, the moment you touch the ropes, slide out, or if you can't do that, feint, throw a combination, and then tie Franco up, let the referee break it up, or turn him around, spin him, and get out. So that's what I would tell him. If I was Franco, I'd be like, all right, listen, you were cutting off the ring pretty good. Listen, he's moving a lot. Jab him to the body, jab, jab. And every time you punch, make sure you're stepping, because he's trying to move and get out of range. And as you work that jab, come back up top with a right hand, or jab, right hand to the body, bang his body, slow him down, make him want to stay in still and engage with you a little bit more. That's where we can start letting our uppercuts, hooks go. So I would say, jab to the body, work more the body, focus more on body this round, wear him down a little bit, and then get him, we can start making him force him to fight with us. So let's hop into round number 5 and see how that goes. Round number 5. So Moloney, you can see he's moving around. He's taking small steps back, and that's what I think. He doesn't have to he doesn't have to slide every time. Just take steps to the side, back up, and keep working his left hand just like that. But I would say stay away from the ropes, because that favors Franco. Because if he's on the ropes, he can't go back. And guess what? He can only go side to side. And you see how Franco slid with him? That makes the ring smaller, and then it forces him to engage more. So that's why I think Franco or Moloney should be hitting, moving, turning to the side, not backing straight up every time. He should be going left and right. And every once in a while, if you feel like he can't get the angle, then step out of range. And that was good work from Franco. But if Franco counters and he misses, I think he should step forward with another punch, because you see Franco or Moloney's trying to hit and then step back, and he's not staying in one spot. So that's why I think Franco needs to, for example, if he counters or blocks that right or whatever punch, comes back with a left hook and Moloney's out, step forward with a right hand or another punch, something. Good head movement in there. Good jab from Franco. I think, see, Moloney should be stepping out. You see how there's all this room? He shouldn't be staying there. He should be stepping to the left. Like that. So he can get closer back in the middle ring. And guess what? Now he has more of the ring he can use to move around. Franco, I like Franco's putting the pressure. But like I said, I think he should be attacking that body a little bit more. He's headhunting too much. I think he should concentrate on that body. Slow Moloney down. Make him get tired, fatigue him, because moving around like this is going to get him tired. But you can pick up the pace and make him a lot more tired if you start banging the body. Good combination from Franco, and this is why I said Franco should not, or Moloney should not be near the ropes or staying inside right now, because that's where Franco wants to do. He wants to let his hands go. But if he's moving, Franco's dependent on 1 or 2 shots. That's why Moloney should just punch. See how he just countered with 1 punch? But look how he started letting his hands go the moment Moloney started getting closer. That's why I think Moloney should just hit, take a small step to the side, small step back. He doesn't have to slide every time, just take steps. And I think Franco shouldn't just walk his way in. He should, like that. Behind the jab, double that jab. Jab hook. Good right hand. See how that jab hid that right hand? Good 1, 2, 3 combination from Moloney. So that was an interesting round. because I say interesting because Moloney, for me, for most of the part, was winning the round. He was moving, hitting, but then it started towards the later part of the round. He seemed like he started getting a little tired and then staying in one spot and started getting hit with combinations from Franco. Franco started letting his hands go, getting more comfortable. So this one I could see could be a swing round depending on how you like it. Did you like the majority of the round where Moloney was hitting and moving, or did you like how Franco aggressiveness paid off and he was starting to let his hands go, and you could see his punches had a little bit more effect on Moloney? And I think I'm going to go with the Franco with the 10-9, just because, like I said, Moloney was doing good majority of the round, and he was letting his hands go, but you see the punches weren't really affecting. And Moloney started letting his hands go. Franco started letting his hands go, and you could see the shots were bothering, were moving, and even buzzed a little bit. When I say buzz, he you could see it stunned and affected him. And so I think Franco did more. But like I said, I can see people saying that was a Moloney round because of his work rate. So I would tell, if I was in Maloney's corner, listen, close round, you were winning the majority of the round, letting your hands go. Don't stay in front of him. Like I would say, even if you got that defense here, block, roll, step out, step back, step to the side. Don't just stay there taking punches, trying to duck. Or while you're blocking, get close and tie him up. Don't sit there. Keep hitting and moving, keep hitting and moving. And like I said, he doesn't have to slide around. Like, even if you see like Franco's coming forward, he can step to the side, to the left, step to the right. Don't just depend on backing up. That's what I'll tell him too. Don't back up every time, because guess what? Now you're putting yourself either on the ropes or you're getting yourself real close to the ropes where you only got this small little range to move around. See what I'm saying? So I would say, even if you're like blocking, weaving, and you see an opening, step around and get back in the middle ring so you have the whole ring to use around. If I was in Franco's corner, I'd be like, listen, he's getting tired. You saw how you started turning it up towards the end of that. I would say, listen, work the jab, but to the body. Stiff jab to the body, or quick jabs. If you're going to jab to head, quick jabs, and then immediately rip to the body. Wear him down. Force him tired where he can stay still and engage with you, or just stay there and just keep his hands up and taking shots. So I would tell him body, but hide it. Don't just look right away for the body. Hide it behind a stiff jab to the body, or a power jab, or a quick jab up top that, even if he catches, it does something like where it, for a second, blinds him. And then guess what? You rip that body and push him back. I would say, get a little physical, push him back a little bit into those ropes. And if he's not near the ropes, push him back where he starts moving towards the ropes. So I would just tell him that. So let's hop in round number 6 and see how that goes. Round number 6, good jab that Moloney comes. Good body shot from Franco. Good combination. I like how Moloney keeps going with that left hook to the body. Like I said, I just wish he would double it, or come up to the head, something. And I just wish he wouldn't bounce so much. I'm talking about Moloney. He bounces a little too much for me. Like, see how he's stepping, or he was stepping? That's what I think he should do. It's like step, move around. I like the head movement from Franco, but I think also while he's using that head movement, he should be using his feet to help him step in range too as well. Good right hand. And then Franco should have slid an uppercut. Do that 1-2 left uppercut that he's done before. I think that would have been a good, perfect spot to catch Moloney. Good. I think Moloney should throw a lot of straight shots. I don't think he should throw hooks really much unless he's close, because he had, by throwing a hook, a good combination from Franco. See, this is why Moloney can't stay in there for long. Even if he's using his defense, take a small step back. Get just out of range where he can't get hit with combinations. But like I was saying, Moloney should throw straight shots, because by throwing a hook, he has to get closer in range. And right now, he wants to stay on the outside. So focus a lot of 1-2-1s, 1-2-1-2, 1-2, stepping out. I think he should focus a lot more straight shots and not trying to throw hooks, overhands, or I think he could throw some uppercuts if Franco gets in range, shoot a couple straight shots, and then slide in the uppercut. Franco, he needs to step with the jab. He's leaning forward when he's trying to jab. I think he should step and jab. Good short right hand inside from Franco. And this is not where Moloney needs. He needs to slide out to his left. Good combination from Franco. I think Moloney should just try to block and slide in and tie Franco up. Tie Franco up. That was good sliding out of range. You can see definitely Franco's getting confident. He's getting comfortable now. Moloney's trying to move around, trying to slide. I see like that, how he jabbed and then used his left hand to push and he slid out. That was good. That's what I think Franco needs to do. Good uppercut from Franco. And I meant Moloney. That's what Moloney needs to do, not Franco. Good left hook from Franco. Good right hand. Definitely you see Franco feeling more confident, picking up the pace, and that was a 10-9 for him. But you're seeing how confident more and more he's feeling, how he's starting to let his hands go. And that's what I would tell if I was in Franco's corner. I'd be like, you're doing good. You're starting to take this fight. It's starting to slide your way. Now, the only thing I would say is change up is when you jab, if you notice, watch Franco. He'll jab, he'll lean forward like that. I'll be like, step with your left foot, step. Not only does that, by leaning like that, it leaves you open for uppercuts or to get counter. But if he steps in, he can also close the range, get closer, and guess what? By him being closer, he can start letting his hands go and start wearing Moloney down a lot more. So I would say step with your jab. Don't just jab and lean forward. Step with your jab. And I would say you're doing good with letting the right hand, your straight shots, uppercuts, but I would say bang the body more. You still see Moloney, he's still using his leg. I would just say bang you hit a couple shots to the head, give me 1 or 2 shots to the body. It doesn't have to be 5, 6 shots to the body. Like you hit, let's just say a 6-piece combination. Make 1 or 2 of those shots out of the 6-piece to the body. So if you hit like 1, 2, 1, 2, finish with it like a left hook, right hook to the body, or 1, 2, 1, left hook to the body, left uppercut, right hand. Like mix it up. I would just tell him more of that, especially to the body, just because like I said, you want to force Moloney to stay right in front of you. Right now he's still got his legs under him, even though he may be tired, he can't throw as many punches, but you see his legs are still helping him get out of range. So I would say bang the body to get him tired where he doesn't use the legs, and guess what, we can pick up the pace even more and maybe even possibly stop him. If I was in Maloney's corner, I would tell him, listen Malone, straight shots only, 1s and 2s. Move, hit 1s, 2. Use your arm. Keep him fully at bay. Don't let him get in close. Straight shots. Get fully extend. Make sure he stays at the end of the punch, and then get out, slide out, or step out of range. And then I would say, the moment if he does get in close, you're blocking, slide in to tie up, catch your breath, or block, and step back or step to the side, and then get out of there and get back into the middle ring. Because Moloney is just staying there, just blocking, taking shots. He's trying to duck, and then he's trying to look for 1 or 2 punch counter. I'd be like, listen, block, slide out, block, step to the side, or straight shots, slide out. Like, I wouldn't tell him try to look for 1 shot or stay right there, because he's taking more punishment and he's getting tired. So that's why I think he should be on the outside using his arms. I mean, fully extend his punches so he can gain his breath, because then Franco, you notice if Moloney's moving or punching like straight shots, Franco just counters with 1 shot, or 1 or 2. He doesn't throw a combination. But when he gets in close, then he really starts letting his hands go and he gets confident. And that's why I would tell him, like, that's the reason, straight shots. And the moment he starts letting his hands go, you're blocking, sliding out, blocking, or tying him up. You're not trying to sit there, because then he gets confident and he starts letting his hands go. So let's hop into round number 7 and see how that goes. Round number 7. See Moloney trying to move around, and that's what I think. He just needs to step around. See how Franco just throws 1 shot, but look, see, the moment he gets in range, you see, that's a perfect example. He gets in close, guess what, he starts letting his hands go. And that's why I think Moloney should just stay moving. Like I said, it doesn't even have to be a lot of sliding, just step. He step around, and then move. Good jab to the body, and then came up with a right hand up top. And that's what I think Franco needs to do a lot more, is keep working that jab. Good combination from Moloney. But like I said, keep working that jab to body, and then he could start sliding uppercuts or even straight shots like how he did right hand. Good body shot from Moloney. And I think Moloney should do it too. You know, you're inside. See how Franco's leaning forward too? Use those uppercuts. Use your uppercuts. Good body shots, but come up with uppercuts as well. See how Franco, he's looking for those uppercuts. Moloney should do the same thing too, because if it can land for Franco, it can land for him too. I'm talking about when they're on the inside. But Moloney should not be... See, look at all the space over here. And Franco would do smart, coming around, cut it off. I would say Moloney should have picked up on it right away and then slid out or step out. See, because this is where he wants to be, on the middle of the ring, where he has a lot of room to hit and move. Hit and move. I don't think Moloney should stay in there. Hit, throw a couple shots inside, and then get out. Get out. Don't try to stay in there. Good counter, left hook, right uppercut from Franco. And that's the reason why. Because Franco, he gets comfortable, and guess what? He starts letting his hands go. Good jab from Moloney. And that's what you should do. Work that jab, quick jabs, and if Franco keeps coming, hit him with a stiff jab to slow him down or make him stay still for a second. And then you can throw that right hand right off there. And I think Moloney should be throwing a lot more straight right hands. I see him trying to load up for an overhand. I don't think that's going to work in his favor. Good jab. I like how Franco was trying to let Moloney try to hold him. Good right hand from Moloney. Good. Good jab from Moloney. Good. See why the straight shots are working for him now? So all he's got to do is just keep shooting the straight shots. I don't think he should be looking for those hooks. Good, weaving out. I think that was a better round from Moloney, and I'm giving him that 10-9. I thought that was a better round for him moving around. I mean, there was spots where he was getting hit a little too much with combination, but I think overall, I think he did enough just to pull that round off. Barely, I think, though. I feel like it was barely. It wasn't like more convincing. Like when Franco won his rounds, it was more convincing. That one, I felt like Moloney did just enough with hitting and moving, hitting and making Franco miss and miss with his punches. But like I was saying, like you see in spots where Moloney will be like right here, Franco will be right here, and Franco will be more here. So if Moloney would slide out, he could get back to the middle ring. But he, instead of sliding out here, he just comes back to the other side, and guess what? Franco comes here and is able to cut him off. And that's what I think Moloney needs to see, is like those small openings, the small windows that he has where he can step around or slide around and get into the middle ring. Because you're seeing the moment that Moloney gets close to Franco or he's on the ropes, Franco lets his hands go. He starts losing his combination, and that's what's hurting him. And that's why I think he should be working his straight shots a lot, working the jab a lot more, and then using his feet to get around. Because by him just staying there, it gives Franco more of an opportunity and give him a chance to let his hands go. And compared to when they're on the outside, it's more like he's trying to counter with a right hand or counter with the hook. You see what I'm saying? Like he's not fully going, throwing the combinations like he wants. So that's why I would tell Moloney, like, listen, use your feet. And when the moment you see those small windows where you can get out, step out. You don't have to slide. Just a step, turn. Like stuff like that, moves like that is going to help you out. Get back in the middle of the ring where you're not burning that much energy. Like you can do a step and turn. Now sliding, that's going to wear you down a lot more. But use that slide sparingly when you see Franco throwing combinations or he rushes you. Then slide and get out real quick and then slow it down and then catch your breath. You see what I'm saying? Like these are things I would be telling Moloney. And I'll tell him more like jab. And if you get inside, throw a couple of punches, like 2-3 punches, and get out. Don't try to stay there, wrestle, or stay there and see what Franco's going to do. I'm like, hit, get out. Hit, get out, and back on that jab. You start using that jab a lot more. Not just one jab. I always start saying double jabs. Jab, head, body. 3 jabs, head, body, head, or vice versa, body, head, body. And then start letting your straight shots, not the overhand, straight shots right off that. If I was Franco corner, I would tell him, like, listen, more cut the ring off and aim for the body again. Because, and the reason I said is because watch Franco. He was landing a lot of the right hands to body. I mean, Moloney was landing right hand to the body, and Franco was trying to counter with a hook, and guess what? He started weaving out, or he would throw like an overhand, and Franco would try to counter with his left hook, and Moloney was starting to weave that. So that's why I would say try to throw more body shot. Even if you do that, for example, like catch that hook, he weaves, shoot a right hand to the body or a uppercut, something like start doing more body shot, but off a combination though. So it's like don't just look immediately for the body, throw a couple shots, block, and then shoot immediately to the body right after that. Just because, like I said, you want to wear his legs, you want to take them out, so he stays there and has to fight with you and engage with you more. And guess what? That plays in your favor. So make the fight easier on yourself and bang him to the body, wear him out. And guess what? Not only do body shots, guess what? When you hit in the body, he's going to start hunching over more. And guess what? Boom, those uppercuts start landing in. So let's hop into round number 8 and see how that goes. Round number 8. Franco coming out with the aggressor. Moloney's trying to move around. And he's doing good with the straight shots, keeping Franco right now, and that's where he doesn't want to be. Cause see, now Franco's letting his hands go. Ooh, good right hand from both guys. I like how Franco's trying to work in there, and that's what I think he should do too. Just work inside, make it wear down physically, wear down Moloney. Good combination from Moloney, and then he's using his jab to get out. I like that, but he shouldn't be backing straight up because that was in the ropes, and that's why Franco started letting his hands go and call him with a couple shots. Like, I think he needs to be sliding around. When he's in the middle ring, yes, he could slide back, but when he's like this close to the ropes, I don't think he should be trying to slide back because he'll slide right into the ropes. You can see, I think body shots, the body's open. Franco should be looking for that. Using the uppercuts to help set his body shots, or even use the body shots to help set up his uppercuts. You can do either one. But you shouldn't be trying to headhunt so much. Now Moloney's moving around. I think it's good. I think that was a good move. 1-2. See how he stood there? You see how he stood there and got countered with a... I'm talking about Moloney. He threw that left hook to the body and he stood there, and then Franco just countered him with a short right hook. That's why I kept saying you should double that, whether it's to the body or to the head. Mostly should have been body, that left hook to the body, and then come up with the head. So, good cutting the ring off from Franco, but he should be using the jab while he's cutting the ring off. Use the jab. You know, keep something in good, jab to the body, right hand. And I was saying that too, like that's what Franco should have been doing. He should be jabbing to the body too. Slow Franco down and make his eyes go down there, and guess what? He can start sneaking punches up top. I like how Moloney's starting to, off that right hand to the body, he's weaving out. And I think he should keep using that. That's a good thing that he's doing that Franco hasn't yet figured out. I think Moloney's doing a lot better now with hitting, moving, and using his defense like that. I like it. Good. I think Franco needs to do that more. Jabs to the body. There's nothing wrong. With someone that's bouncing around, moving like that, he may not hit the head because he's stepping out, but trust me, start jabbing to that body and stepping in with those jabs to the body. You'll catch him. I feel like that was a better round for Moloney. So I gave that 10-9 for Moloney. Just because like now he's hitting and moving, hitting and moving. He's still in spots, staying right there and getting hit and tagged. But for the most part, it looks like now, especially with that right hand, he's jabbing to the head, right hand to the body, and he's weaving out a lot better like that. I did notice that Franco towards the end, he tried to come up with uppercut and catch him off guard. So I would say Moloney needs to be aware of that. But if I was in Moloney's corner, I would tell him, keep doing that. Jab, right hand, weave out. Or even if you throw it, don't even throw that right hand to the head. Body to the head. 1, 2, weave out. Whether he throws a punch or not, use your head movement to start helping you with your footwork to get out of range, making it harder. Because if you just here pull back or slide, Franco's he's trying to counter, so he's gonna catch you. So I would say start using more your head movement, even if it's a right hand to the body and then you slip to the side, or finish with a hook, slip and then step, or weave and step out. Like I would start telling him, try to use more of your head movement, and I would tell him, stop staying in the middle, trying to engage. I don't care even if you're tired. While you're rolling, use your feet, small footwork to step out of range, or use that roll and then tie him up. Don't be afraid to tie him up, and then have the referee break it up, and then you start stepping back in the middle of the ring. You do that where you have more of the ring to use. Don't try to stay there with them, because then by him letting his hands go, you're making it, whether you're blocking or not, it's looking impressive to everyone else, to the fans and everything, to the judges, that you're getting hit. That's why I said block, roll, step out of range. Don't just stay there like this. Step, get out, or stay here or get out of range, because then it makes it easier to see that you're not getting hit and you're trying to use your defense to set you up for something better. Now, if I was in Franco's corner, I would tell him, yo, when he's moving like that, stop trying to aim for the head. Jab to the body. Jab. Keep using the jabs to the body, especially stiff, hard jabs to the body to slow him down, make him hesitant. Because there was one point where Franco jabbed to the body, and guess what? Caught him up top with a right hand. I'm like, see that? You call him one good time. Keep doing that. Keep jabbing. Even you can mix it up. Jab, hard jab to the body. Come up with a left hook, right hand. See, keep Moloney off balance, and guess what? Keep him desperate, where now he's thinking about using footwork and staying on defense, not get engaging. And guess what? While you're letting your hands go and tagging him, we're winning the round easy. I would tell him, make it more easy on yourself by that jab. Don't headhunt so much. Work that body, and then once you touch him a little bit to the body, then come up to the head with your uppercuts, your hooks, your right hands. Because guess what? He's down here, worried about here, and now guess what? Easy to slide. His gloves aren't protecting him. He's right there to get hit. So let's hop into round number 9 and see how that goes. All right, round number 9. Guys tangled up. Moloney's trying to get inside. I think he needs to stay on the outside, fully extend his punches. Working that jab. He needs to be working that jab a lot more too. Just like that. But don't get in range. Just stay on the outside, working that jab. Just like that, see? Just keep the jab out. And then when Franco tries to come in, then you start countering. Good combination from Franco. I think Franco should use his head movement too. Like, start trying to slip and step inside. Slip. And then, see, off that head movement too, start sliding punches to the body as well. I think Moloney should shoot that right hand straight. He's trying to loop it too much right now. And I think that gets him closer. And guess what? Franco starts letting his hands go. And see, Franco didn't land a lot of those punches because he's headhunting. And Moloney was able to keep his hands up and step out of range. This is another reason why I think Franco should go to the body. Is because the head will move, but the body won't. So it'll be right there. Good move from Moloney. So Moloney, I don't think Moloney should jump in like that. That's why he needs to step in. Don't jump in because he's getting countered like that. Good right hand to the body. But see, every time Franco has been landing that a few times, jab to the body and then coming up with a right hand. This is why I say, like, just keep touching the body. Not every shot has to be devastating. Like little quick jabs to the body. Guess what? It distracts your opponent, and then you can slide in that right hand. And the reason that right hand earlier didn't land because he tried to loop it into an overhand. If he would have shot it straight, I think it would have landed again. I think when Moloney throws a right hand to the body, Franco should counter with that hook. Yes, it's going to miss, but then should immediately shoot that right uppercut. Get him distracted with that hook, and then you slide that uppercut to catch him. Good jab to the body. And Franco's working it now a lot more, and I think that's what I'm talking about, the jab to the body, and that's what I think he needs to do more. Is keep working that jab to the body. Keep working that jab to the body. Good left hook right here. You should start trying to aim that uppercut to the chest of Moloney. Because I saw him try to do it twice, that left uppercut, and he missed. Start aiming that uppercut to the body, and I think he'll have a lot more success off that. I'm talking about Franco. Ooh, good uppercut. So, I think that was a close round that I think that Franco won. I gave it 10-9 Franco because Moloney was having some success, but it seemed like it wasn't as effective. Like he was hitting and moving, but then he started getting tired and then started staying in one spot, squaring up, and Franco was starting to let his hands go. And then the bigger, more impactful shots I felt came from Franco. And that, like that last uppercut that he hit him, like it was shots like that he's been hitting. And it seems like Moloney doesn't have enough steam on his punches right now. He's just trying to throw. And as you can see right there, he's looking like he's a little tired. So I think Franco won that round, close round though. But you also see that Franco was working the jab to the body more. And if I was his corner, I'd be like, listen, you landing that jab a lot to the body, keep doing it. And then shooting that right hand straight up top, because he was landing it 2 or 3 times. And then he tried to do it again, but then guess what? He tried to loop it, and guess what? Missed. I would say straight. After you hit that right hand straight, then come back with a hook or jab, and then you can loop that overhand you want. And the only reason I just say don't loop it is because Moloney's getting hit, and then he's starting to pull back, or he's getting hit, and then the hands come up. See what I'm saying? So the overhand to get caught here, but the right hand become straight down the pipe, and that's what I'm saying. I think he should be trying to throw it straight. So jab to body, right hand straight. I think he should just work that jab more. I'm talking about Franco, more to the body, and mix it up. Quick jabs to the body, and then hard jabs to the body, like constantly changing up, getting Moloney hesitant. And then the other thing is that uppercut he missed a few times. He threw the 1-2 and was missing that left uppercut. So I would say extend it to the chest, hit him in the chest. I know it sounds weird, but you'll land it every time. And guess what? It's just enough to stop him in his place. And then guess what? You can shoot that right hand or shoot that uppercut to the head. You see what I'm saying? So those are the 2 things I really would tell him. Is like more jabs, quick jabs, or hard, stiff jabs to the body, and then mixing the uppercuts to the body for Franco. Moloney, I would tell him, like, listen, Moloney, close fight. We can't be giving no rounds away. Listen, keep your guard tight. Straight shots. Keep him out there. If you don't feel like you can throw combination, jab. Just keep him at the bay with the jab. He comes close, just give him a little stiff jab and then move out till you gather yourself and then shoot straight shots. Don't try to throw overhands or any punch. Don't jump in. Also, first I'll tell him, don't throw overhands where you get in close, and guess what? He starts letting his hands go. I'll be like, keep this fight simple. Straight shots, out, step out. And then the other thing is, don't jump in, because every time you jump in, you're getting countered with him. I would say, if you feel like you need to get in range, quick step forward behind, because there's been a few times where Moloney will throw 1-2 and then jump in with that 1. I would say 1-2, step in like that, so you can catch him, and it's not easy to get countered, because here you jumping in, you're in the air, your feet are off the ground, and so it takes a little bit longer. And even if you catch him real quick, you're still in the air, so you get air time, so you can get countered. I was just saying, here, step, explode, and guess what? You're already on the ground, so if something happens, I can weave, I can step back out. You see what I'm saying? So that's more what I would tell him, is like, keep it simple and tie him up. Tie him up when he's throwing his punches. Block, tie him up. Don't let him just sit there, tee off, and you just staying right there getting hit. Or if you don't want to tie him up, block, step out of range, step back, step to the side, or even throw a quick counter and step back. Just don't stay there, because that's what's hurting you. Is he when you're moving, he's throwing 1 or 2 shots, but when you stay there, he's starting to let his hands go, and that's what we don't. Even if it's 1 or 2 steps back, like I said, steps. It doesn't have to be a slide. Step out of range. Get him out of range where he has to reset and then come closer. So let's hop in around number 10 and see how that goes. All right. I like how Moloney's back on that jab, moving around. And so all he's got to do is keep working that jab, straight shots. Oh, excuse me. Franco needs to be back on that jab to the body. Don't just walk in. See, like that. Just keep implementing. It doesn't have to be non-stop, but just as you come forward, quick jab to the body, hard jab to the body, like jab to the head, and then go to the body, or body, like mix it up. Good. See how straight shots is working for Franco? That's all he needs to do, is keep working the straight shots. But don't get close. Let your arms do all the work. Don't step in. See, now he's smothering himself. He should be keeping on the outside. Moloney wants to be on the outside. Franco wants to be on the inside. He should not be helping Franco out by coming in the inside. See, staying there, and guess what? Even though it's not hard, devastating shots, it's still Franco being busier, and that's eye-catching to the fans, to the judges. It's just he's letting his hands go. And he's doing damage. No matter how hard, it's still damage that he's being done in a 12-round fight. Those little punches will start adding up, Good defense from Franco. I like how he did, on Moloney, he did throw a punch and then slide out, and that... I'd have to watch the replay. I thought that it might have been a hook. I know a hook landed, but it might have been a push. I have to see the replay on that. Good body shot. Franco wants to keep Moloney there. I was gonna say Moloney needs to get out of there. See, Moloney was having a pretty good round until this happened, where he's getting it. Now he's letting Franco take over and take this round. That's what I'm saying. Like, Moloney should not be staying there. He should be trying to get out or throw a combination and get out like how he did before. How he threw that 1-2-1 and then pivot out. He shouldn't be sitting there trying to fight with him. Like, that was a little bit better of an example of him blocking and sliding out. It wasn't like a real good, but it was a good small little glimpse of how it looked and how it should have been done. He should have been doing throughout the fight. And you could definitely see Franco turning it up, feeling comfortable. And Moloney, I don't want to say he's in that survival mode, but he's getting close to it, where he's just wanting this round to go by and wanting the fight to end. He's cut. He's tired. And I don't think he has the power to stop Franco or hurt him to make him stop coming forward like that. And I think Franco should be good right hand to the body. See how I'm saying? Body shots will change everything up. But I think Franco needs to work that jab more to the body. Because now that Moloney's just moving around, to stop him or even shoot that right hand like how he did. Good body shot. That was a 10-9 Franco. Yeah, Franco. So, but you guys will see what I'm saying? Like, when Moloney's on the outside, fully extending, using his arm and changing angles, he's winning the round, and the pace is slow in the sense that Franco's not throwing as many punches. But the moment he gets in close, you see how Franco just started letting his hands go. And even, let's just say, like those early ons when he was throwing hooks, like, even though it may not, let's just say, hard, it still gives a fighter confidence. Like, hey, I'm hitting him. If I can hit him, I can start setting traps. I can start, okay, hitting him. I can start sitting down on a little bit more shots when I get in this range or in, like, see, like, people may be like, oh, those shots don't hurt, but still, it's psychologically, it can help a fighter. It can help them know, oh, I can hit him. I can, and give them confidence, but also be like, I can set traps and stuff like that. So it's like, you never want to help a fighter out or give them confidence or show them that you could be hit. You see what I'm saying? And that's why I keep saying Franco needs to fully extend. He tries to shoot short and then jump in like that. Like, he should be staying out here when he works it. Not Franco, Moloney. Sorry, Moloney should be out here when he starts working his straight shots out like this. It slows the pace down and he's winning the round. But the moment he starts trying to jump in like this or fight or staying close with Franco turns up and starts implementing what he needs to do, and he starts winning. So if I was Moloney, I'd be like, listen, man, if you want to keep your title and win it, straight shots, stay on that outside, popping that jab. The moment he gets in, tie him up. And then I would tell him, tie him up. Like, they haven't really tied up. There was a few occasions here and there, but not much. I would say tie him up, let the referee break it up, you catch your breath, and then guess what? We are back on the outside. Boom. Out here. And the moment you get on the ropes, you slide out or tie him up. Hit him with a combination, tie him up. Do not stay on the ropes. Like, don't be afraid to tie him up. You see that you can't slide out, you can't do nothing. Throw a combo and tie him up. There's nothing wrong with that. Tying up someone, holding him is part of boxing. So tie him up, and then if the referee doesn't break it up, turn him and then get out. Like, that's what I would tell him. If I was in Franco's corner, I'd be like, listen, man, you're doing good. We're breaking him down. I want you to keep stepping up the pressure. But here's the thing is, work that body, jab to the body, start implementing more body shots, because he, at any given moment, looks like he's ready to check out. So let's help him not wanting to come out in the next, 2 rounds by letting the hands go, picking it up, putting the pressure on and letting your hands go. And I would just tell him combinations, head, body, head, and I would just say more hooks to the body and uppercuts. Use your uppercuts, definitely, because now he's starting to lean forward a lot more. So start using your uppercuts more. Lift him up, and the moment he goes up, body, right back to the body, and pressure, putting that pressure back on him. Don't just sit there. Pressure, small steps. And like I said, it doesn't have to be rushed. Like as soon as he gets done, Moloney steps back, start stepping right with him each time, showing him like I'm right in your face and breaking him down, not just physically but mentally. So let's hop into round number 11 and see how that goes. All right, round number 11. Franco's putting that pressure, starting to jab to the body. Moloney's moving around. He's just bouncing, trying to work the jab. Good combination. Good jab to the body from Franco. Good. Franco's definitely letting his hands go. He's good. He's putting the pressure. And he just dropped Moloney. And guess what? Why Moloney got dropped? Because he's staying on the ropes. Wow, I'm ready to score the fight, 10-8. Or score the round. But because he's staying on the ropes, that's why he's getting caught. So he should be moving around. Start working the jab. Even shoot a quick right hand. Slow Franco down. Or even a check hook. But you see how he's staying there? He should be using his head movement and then using his footwork with that to step around. And I think Franco, he's hurt him. Yes. Back to the body. Back to the body. Slow him down, because you see, even though he's hurt, he's got his legs and he's using his legs to keep him in this fight. That's why I kept saying Franco needs to bang the body. Take those legs away from him and make it easier where he can sit there and engage. And guess what? It becomes a situation like this. And this is where Franco wants, where they're in close, Moloney not moving. And then guess what? He can do his work. He can hit him with whatever shot he wants and can possibly drop him again. That's why I kept saying body, body, body. You see, now he's wearing, see how those bodies stunned him for a little bit? It froze him in the spot. Those body shots hurt. Good combination from Franco. I think Moloney should be using his head. Even if he's just trying to survive this round, he should be trying to use his head movement with his footwork to slip, get around. He shouldn't be just keeping his head in one spot. He should be moving it, be moving. See, like that, like how he stayed low and then weaved out, he didn't get hit. He should be using head movement. See, like that, using his head movement is helping him. And that's what I'm saying. Don't stay there. See, try to hold him, see. He's kind of slid back into the ropes. He should have just stayed, trying to middle ring, turn, and then step back. Try to step towards that middle of that ring. Don't go rope to rope. Franco should be stepping with his jab, cutting the ring off, and that was a 10-8 round for Franco. Moloney, you guys are seeing why now. That was a perfect example why Moloney got dropped, because he was on the ropes, and that's where Franco started letting his hands go. So this is the 12th and final round. So if I was in Franco's corner, I'd be like, listen, man, let's get him out of there. We dropped him, put that pressure on him, attack his body. I'd be like, listen, go for the body, bang that body, and then when you get done with whatever combination, 1 or 2, 3 shots to the body, then rip up top to the head. I'll be like, pressure him, put that pressure non-stop, cutting the ring off and putting that pressure, but not just walking and behind the jab. Stiff jabs to the head, stiff jabs to the body. I would tell him, stiff jabs, no more quick jab, hard jabs, and start letting your hands go. Don't get reckless, keep the hands up, being smart, working your face, but I'll be like, put the pressure. He looks like he's ready to be done, so let's go after him. If I was in Moloney's corner, I would tell him, like, listen, man, you have 2 options. You could either survive this round, you know, we'll go home, we'll take the loss, go home, or you can try to go for the knockout. And the way you're going to have to do that is you're going to have to kind of stand your ground. You're going to have to not slide so much. You're going to have to sit down on your punches and then take a step back or a step to the side, or, you know, hit, slide around and sit more on your punches. I would definitely try to tell him more uppercuts, trying to, like Franco's getting in, especially when he jab, he leaning forward like that, try to catch him with uppercut. Preferably, I would prefer the left uppercut so you can turn into that right hand or that overhand that he's been trying to look for so much. So I would tell him, like, that's what you got to do. So let's hop into the 12th and final round and see how it goes. 12th and final round. You see Franco's trying to come out, Strong, good right hand. Knocked a lot of sweat off Moloney. Moloney's now holding. I think he should have been doing that more throughout the fight when he got in close hold. Good 1-2s from Franco. He needs to step to his right. Cut that ring off on Moloney. Good body shot. Moloney shouldn't be standing there. He should take a small step back, and then let some power shots go or whatever he's going to do. Good head movement from Moloney. Franco needs to, I know he wants to put the pressure and let his hands go, but he needs to be working behind the jab. Behind the jab. He can't just walk his way in, because now you see Moloney's just throwing quick hands, moving, quick hands, moving. See, like that. So Franco needs to use that jab, especially to the body, because you see he's ducking the weave a lot. Stiff jab to the body, slow him down, and yeah, see, keep him in his one spot. See, that's why I kept calling for that jab to the body, and then slide into uppercuts. He's neglecting his uppercuts. Franco should go back to his uppercuts. Good combination and getting on the outside from Moloney. Good overhand. And then body. Work the body. I'm talking about Franco. You should be back to that body. Good uppercut. Moloney's trying to get back on his jab. Good. Franco just good right hook to body. But that's all Franco needs to do is work that jab to help set up his combination. Good footwork, creating the space that he needed. He didn't feel comfortable. Good jab to body. I think Franco, if he would have been using that more, that jab to body, he would have been having a lot more success. Good. I like how he's pressuring, keeping Moloney back behind the punches, even though some were missing. He still kept coming forward. Moloney shouldn't just be sliding back all the time. He should be stepping around right, left. I think Moloney should be trying to fully extend that right hand. He keeps trying to sell it short. Good uppercut on the inside. I think Moloney should have been doing that a long time ago too. In the fight is those uppercuts, because Franco was leaning forward, so he should have tried to been throwing that uppercuts. Good jab to the body. Time. That was a good round for both guys, to be honest with you. Like, real good round. Like, honestly, Franco was coming out strong. Moloney looked like last round he was done, but he did what he had to do to come back in that round too. So I think either you can go 10-10 with that round. Like, I wouldn't be mad, because I thought both guys did really good. Or you can go with Moloney 10-9 and everything, or Franco. I was going to say I'll go with 10-10. Just because, like I said, it looked like Franco came out strong, was letting his hands go, was turning up the pace. Looked like, he was wearing it down. But then Moloney did what he had to do, was letting his hands go, moving, and then started implementing uppercuts. And I think he should have been using that earlier, but he started implementing uppercuts, using his head movement, getting out. So let's go that one 10-10, man. Like, I'm not going to be mad. Like, it's the last round. Both guys did really good, and both had their moments, their spots. So we're going to hear the scorecard. I'll tally up my scorecard, guys, and we'll see how that goes. So, make sure you leave in the comments who you thought won and what was your scorecard.
Is it 115, 112? Patricia Morse Jarman and Dave Moretti have it 114, 113. Declaring the winner by unanimous decision. And new.
Sí, señor, se la lleva por decisión unánime.
Wow, I'm gonna be honest with you. So the knockdown saved Joshua Franco. Like, I don't know what the two judges were watching, to be honest with you. Like, the right guy won, but 114, 113, they were going. So if it wasn't for knockdown, they were gonna have it a draw. I had it 116, 112, and the only reason I have it like that is because I gave the 12th round to 10-10. Like, if I would have gave that to Franco, it would have been 116, 111, or even if I gave that round, the 12th round of Moloney, it would have been 115, 113. Like, 114 or 113. Like, I mean, don't get me wrong, the right guy won, but I thought he won pretty comfortably in this round. Like, I really want to see the judges' scorecard on what rounds were they giving Moloney, because there was a lot of rounds, especially towards the end. I was gonna say for me, the 9th, 10th, and 11th were like big rounds, and then if you give the 12th round to Franco, he was winning the last 4 rounds pretty comfortably on my scorecard. So I really don't know what the judges, man. Sometimes these judges, man, I question what are they talking about, or not talking about. What are they scoring? Like I said, the right guy won, thankfully, but that close, whereas he needed the knockdown to win this fight. Like, if it was for the knockdown, it would have been a majority draw. Like, I don't see a majority. I saw Moloney wearing down. I'm not taking anything away from Moloney. He put up a hell of a fight. He did, especially that last round. He came back strong when it looked like he was about to get stopped, but he came back. But 114, 113, I still can't get over that. Like, wow, like, what were they watching? Like, let me know. Am I the only one bugging, guys? How'd you score it? Did you think Franco won comfortably, or they're like, no, the scorecards were right, he needed that knockdown to win? I'm really, really trying to think about it, but man. But this was fun, guys. Stay tuned. Make sure you're following me on Instagram, because I will put up this time for the next fight you guys want me to do. I'll ask the question, which fight you guys want to see me do, and then after you put up what fight you want to see me break down, I'll put it up to a vote, and then that'll be the next fight I do. So make sure you follow me on Instagram, guys. But this has been fun. I like this is a new thing I'm gonna do. So any fight, it doesn't have to be controversial. It could be any fight you want. It could even be a knockout. Like, you could be a 12th round knockout, a 9th round knockout. But if you want me to break down the fight, I will do it. Like I said, it's been a lot of fun. But until next time, guys, this is El Castigador. I'll see you guys until next time.